There are so many faceless YouTube channels you can start in 2025, but have you considered Faceless Riddle YouTube channel? I promise you're not going to regret watching this video to the end, because at the end of this video, I'll show you how to create a successful Faceless Riddle YouTube channel with AI, monetize it and start making money online. Take a look at this channel for example. This channel has uploaded only 11 videos. And so far, this channel has made 5 million views with just 11 videos. You can also see that in the last 30 days, this channel uploaded only 2 videos but has made close to 500,000 views in just 30 days. What does this tell you? It tells you that this type of videos are videos that goes viral or expose your channel easily on YouTube. Let's take a close look at the first video that was uploaded on this channel. That was 6 months ago, and in the space of 6 months, this channel has gained over 50,000 subscribers. This is a proof that this type of videos stand a chance of going viral, exposing your channel to get more subscribers and also getting more views and start making money online. According to Social Blade, this channel make between $93 to $1,000 every month. Just imagine, only 2 videos. So what if you're making more than 2 videos in a month? So in this video, I'll take you through the entire process step by step, show you all the tools you need to create these stunning and attractive videos like this one, and also share the best practices and strategies you would need to make your first video go viral somewhere in this video. Now before we get started, I want you to solve this riddle for me and write your answer in the comment section of this video. Great, so this is the type of video I'm going to show you how to create. So somewhere in this video, I'll share the answer of this riddle with you and also share a tiny secret with you on how to make your first video go viral. So now let's get started. To create this type of videos, we are going to use 2 main AI tools. The first tool will be ChatGPT to write our script, and the second tool will be Canva to generate our video. Now let's start with the basic thing, questions. We will need to generate our riddles. You can use so many ways to do that, but we are going to use ChatGPT to do that. So go to ChatGPT and type your prompt here for ChatGPT to generate the riddles for you. So I have sketched a prompt that I'm going to use to do that. So this is the prompt I'm going to use. So if you want me to share the prompt with you, go to the comment section and type share the prompt with me, and I'm going to share a link to this prompt with you so that you can have access and straight away start using it. Right click on your prompt like this and click on copy. Now go to ChatGPT, right click inside the chat box and paste your prompt. I've limited ChatGPT to give me riddles related to the home alone. I don't want it to be too broad, just the home alone. So you can see I asked ChatGPT generate 10 creative, fun and engaging riddles related to the home. Each riddle should be short, catchy and have a clever twist. The topic should include common household objects, rooms and daily activities. Format each riddle as question followed by answer. So you can go ahead and click on the command button and wait for ChatGPT to generate the riddles for you. So now that we have our prompt ready, the next thing we are going to do is to start generating our video. We are going to use Canva to do that. So go to your browser and type Canva. Choose the first link and sign up if you do not have an account, or sign in if you already have an account. On the Canva homepage, type YouTube video in the search. So you can go through the 20,000 template that is available on Canva and use one of them, or just click on blank template and design your own template. So now let's start designing our page. We are going to start by picking our background color. Just move your cursor to the top and click on background color and choose one of the colors to use as your background color. So I'm going to go with this violet. Now let's start designing our background. So the first thing we are going to do is to insert the text page here. So click on the element on the left and click on square or rectangle. So I'm going to choose this one. So now let's change the color of this one to, bring your cursor to the top here and click on color. We're going to change it to white. So click on the white like this. Then use the dot at the corners here to expand it. So we're going to use that to expand it. So this is where we are going to write our text. Let's keep adding a little more design to the page to make it more attractive. So come to element again and type purple gradient. So click on all to view all the suggested radiants available. So let's go with this one. So we're going to use that to design just the base of this page like this. So what we are doing is to imitate what is already existing. So let's go back to this channel and check how they design their videos. So when you look at their videos carefully, you can see it is just a simple video that they created with just some few elements on the page. So we have this robot and also have this design there. So let's go back. Now we are going to type settings like this, then choose one of the designs available. Just choose anything that you feel you want to use on your page. So I'm going to click on this like this and then reduce it on the page. I can put it somewhere here like this. Then go back to your element again. So you can type animated robot. Choose one of these robots to use. So you can see that that channel used this type of robot. So we're going to choose one of it and then reduce the size a bit. Then you can also add this one. So let's go back again and see if we can get more ideas on how to design our page. So let's go back to Canva and then check if we're going to get additional thing to be added to our page. So we can choose any of these puzzles and add it to the page. So just design the page the way you want it, but make sure it is not too complicated. Now, so this is how our page is going to be like. And the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate this page. So click on the dot under the page and click on duplicate page and then duplicate again. So I'm going to duplicate again. You can just right click on it and click on the duplicate button to duplicate the page. So we have 4 pages so far. Now these 2 pages are going to be for the introduction. So let's move to the 3rd page and design it. Then we'll come back to the introduction later. So here I'm going to take this one out from the page. I don't want the page to be too busy. This is the page we are going to write our questions. So I don't want it to be too busy. So I'm going to adjust some of these elements on the page. So I'm going to bring this clip here. So reduce the size of the clip to make it look as if we have clipped this paper to the board here. We're going to change this color to something yellow and duplicate it. So we only want 2 of these. So just duplicate it and move it to the side. So now on the question page, so we will need to number our questions and also insert a timer on this page. So for our question, let's go to our element and type circle. We're going to just use any of these ones. Let's choose this one and change the default color to yellow like this. Then resize it a bit and then move it to the top like this. So this is where we are going to enter our question numbers. We are also going to duplicate these circles and use it as timers on the page. So just tap on it and click on duplicate. Now move it to the down here and then resize it like this. So I'm going to change the color of this one to white. Tap on the color and choose white. So let's go with the white. Now I'm going to click on duplicate to duplicate it and then reposition it on the page. Click on duplicate again. We will use 10 of these circles. So click on duplicate again. Now let's bring back our design and then increase it a bit. Now we want each question to last for 15 seconds. So what we are going to do is to edit the timing for each of these circles here. So before we do that, we are going to expand this page to 15 seconds like this. So let's use the cursor to drag it to the right. Make sure you expand it till it gets 15 seconds. Great, so it's exactly on 15 seconds. So what we are going to do is to start with the second element, right click on it and click show element timing. Now increase the timing to 9 seconds. So we're going to drag it till we get 9 seconds. Then come to the third one, reduce it to 8 seconds. Now choose the second one and reduce that to 7 seconds. So you keep doing the same thing over and over till you finish reducing all the time. So this is going to be 6 seconds. Then this is going to be 5. So let me quickly do this behind the scene, then we'll continue. So I'm done with this. So this is how it's going to look on the screen. At every second, one of the dots, one of the circles will drop. So on the 9 seconds, we are going to insert another timer on the screen. So go back to your element and type timer. Type timer countdown. So let's choose any of these timers to use. We're going to click on this one, fix it somewhere here on the page. So you can see right from the beginning of this page, this clock will be showing, but we don't want it to start from the beginning of the page. So we are going to also drag it to where our pointer is. So this is where it's going to start. So the moment the second to last cycle or timer drop, then the clock will start ticking. So let's play it and see how it's going to look like. So I think the clock has delayed a bit, so we're going to go back. We're going to drag it a bit. Great, so let's try it again. So we have finished designing the question page. Now let's move to the answer page. Now let's reduce the page to 5 seconds and insert our text here. So click on the text button and choose one of the text style to use. So let's go with the heading and type your answer is, move it to the top like this. We can animate it like this by clicking on the animate button. So let's go with the bounce. Next is to add background music to our template. For the background music, simply click on the element button, type audio in the search and navigate to the audio section and click on the audio button. Choose any background music available, the free ones, and use. So for the free one, I typed video game sound and then chose one of the upbeat sound to use for my background music. But before selecting it, make sure you preview it and make sure the sound resonates with your video. The next thing is to add other extra sounds like the clock ticking sound, the bell sound, and the clapping sound. All you have to do is to search and then add it. Now you can also reduce the background music by clicking on the volume button. Right click on the sound first and then click on the volume button to reduce the volume. So these are the sounds I've used so far for this video. Now you can arrange that on your timeline. Make sure you arrange it appropriately. Make sure you know where to put the clapping sound and also the clock ticking sound. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to merge all the elements on my screen so that it will not be shifting on the screen when we are using it. So select all the elements on the screen and then select all the elements on the screen and then click on group to group them together. You do the same thing for the answer page and also the introduction page. Now we are going to duplicate this page. Right click on it and click on duplicate. Then move it to the last page. So now what we're going to do is to duplicate this track by clicking on duplicate, right click on it and click on duplicate. We are going to move that to the first page and then stretch it to the second one. So we want to make sure we have music under all the pages. Now this is a template we're going to use for the rest of the questions. So what you're going to do is to export these two templates, the question template and the answer template. So click on share like this and choose download, then maintain the MP4 and click and select the pages that you want to export. So we're going to export page 3 and 4, but let's go with the current one. Just choose current page and click on done, then click on download and export this to your drive. Now let's come to the next one, the answer page, and also click on the share button, click on the download button and maintain the MP4. Now come and select your page and click on current page to export the next template. So click on the download button and export that. So now we have our template exported to our drive. So we are going to import it to Canva. So click on the upload button, click on upload files and choose the template you just exported. So these are the two templates. We are going to import everything. Let's select the two and click on the open button and export that to Canva. Now we are going to delete these two templates and use the one that we have exported. So delete everything. We're going to drag and drop it on another page. So we're going to drag this one to and drop it here. So now we have finished designing the template for our riddles. The next thing I'm going to do is to add a text to the introduction page. Click on the text button, click on add a heading and then paste your text here. Great, so let's expand it. You can add some effect to it by clicking on the effect button and choose any of these effects. So let's go with this one to make it pop out. We can increase the intensity using the button here like this. So I think this one is better. Then add animation to the text or animate the text. Click on the animate button and choose any of these animations. So let's go with ascend and then click off the page. Now let's go to the second page and add the rules. So we are going to write the instructions here. Click on add text and then add your instructions here. So we can highlight the instruction with another color. So let's use red. The first page contains the introduction, and then the second page contains the rules of the game. Now we can add some few animation to the second one, so we can also click on the 10 riddles, add effect, make it choose the lift, and then increase the intensity a bit, then click on it and animate it. So click on the animate button and choose any of the animations to use. So let's click on the pause and also animate this one. Click on the animate button and choose. So we're going to use a typewriter. Now let's maintain this one unanimated because you don't want the background to be too busy. Now let's move to the main question. So here we are going to type our question number. So click on the text button like this and type your question number here, question 1. So move the question 1 to where we have the yellow circle. Now we are going to also add our main question to the page. So click on the text button like this and choose one of the text style. Now let's go back to ChatGPT and copy our first question. Go to ChatGPT, copy the first question. So this is the first question, question 1. So we're going to copy up to here and go back to Canva and paste your text here. So highlight the default text and then paste your current one here. So we're going to adjust this on the page. So this is the first question. You can also highlight some key things in the text or in the question. So this one is a key thing, no arms. So we're going to make it red, then can never talk. Then also highlight this one, time to red. So let's adjust it a bit. Okay, so I have hands but no arms. I tell time but never talk. So let's go back to ChatGPT and see if we are done. So we're going to copy the next one. So what am I? So click on it, click on copy, and then go back to Canva and paste it here. Click on add to text and then paste it here. We're going to change the color of this one to red. Now we are going to go to the answer page and also insert our answer. So let's go back to ChatGPT and copy the answer. So the answer is a clock. So we're going to copy and go back to Canva and insert your answer. So you just need to add text and then click on a clock. Then change the color. We're going to change the color to red. So we're going to change it to red. I'm going to drag it like this and then add effect. Click on the effect button and choose the lift. I prefer to use the lift. And then also click on the animate button at the top here and animate your answer. So for the answer, I'm going to use this one and also add the pause. So now we're going to add the next question on the next page. So just click on the add a heading or choose any of the default styles and write next question in the box. So I'm going to change the background color. So let's go with this one, next question, to make it different from the question page and the answer page. So for the subsequent questions, I'm going to highlight the 3 pages, select the 3 pages at a go, and then right click on it and click on duplicate 3 pages to duplicate the pages. All you have to do is to edit the text on the screen. So this page is going to be for question 2. So I'm going to edit the 1 to 2. So make it 2. Then go back to ChatGPT and copy the next question. That's the second question. Copy it and paste it right here. So just paste it here. Go to the next page. That'll be for the answer. So let's copy the answer from here. Copy it. Go back to Canva and paste it. For the third question, we will have to duplicate the last 3 pages again. So I'm going to select it like this and click on duplicate 3 pages. We also have to edit these 2 pages with the next question. So let's go back to ChatGPT and copy the question 3, this one. Right click on it, copy, and go back to Canva, paste the next question here. When you take the pen to create your template, all you have to do is to edit the text on the template. So let's go back and copy the answer. That is a keyboard. Paste your answer here. So all you need to do is to follow the same procedure for the rest of the questions. Now let me quickly take you to the element I used in this video. If you want this element, this particular one was just a circle. You type circle in the element section and you're going to get this one. Then for this one, you can type, for this particular element, you can type clip in the element section and you get it. And these ones, you can type animated robot in the element section here, and you're going to get a lot of these things to use. Then with this particular image, you can type a teacher, and you're going to get image similar to this to use. Then this particular element, you can type a good job in the element section, and you're going to get a lot of these things to use. So this particular element is settings. So you just come to your element, search, and type settings. It's going to give you a lot of icons for settings. So those are the elements I've used so far on my template. So this is how simple it is to create this type of videos. So when you're done, click on the share button and then click on the download button. Maintain the MP4 and then click on the download button to download the video to your drive. This is how easy it is to create such videos. What do you think about this niche? Is it something you would love to try? Share your thoughts about it in the comment section. If you're already into it, you can share your experience with us. Then also give this video a like if you found value in this video, and also subscribe to this channel if you're new to this channel.